Yeah. So before the book, it's actually got um, some information on Slytherin, and then at the end of the book, there's um, more things, but about Hogwarts, and then things like memorable Slytherin students, famous Slytherin alumni, the head of the Slytherin House, etc., etc. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from Slytherin and introduction. I am aware that the camera is actually flipped, unfortunately. So Slytherin and introduction. Or perhaps in Slytherin, you'll make your real friends, those cunning folk who use any means to achieve their ends. The Sorting Hat. Welcome to the most ambitious house at Hogwarts. Slytherins are proud to come from a line of respected and sometimes feared wizards who strive always to win and be the best. Founding wizard Salazar Slytherin looked for great cunning in his students and favored wizards of pure blood, a controversial preference that caused strife between himself and the other founders early in the school's history. Slytherin is a house that helps its students fulfill their potential for greatness. Because of the value members of Slytherin place on ambition, many go on to seek power and influence. It is their fiercely competitive nature that gave them the drive to win the House Cup 6 years in a row, a winning streak that was only broken by their arch rivals Gryffindor in Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts. Slytherin House has historically been home to those attracted to the dark arts. Indeed, the most infamous dark wizard of all time, Lord Voldemort, was sorted into Slytherin in his first year, when he was known as Tom Riddle. The qualities associated with Slytherins are often seen as negative traits. However, their cunning can be more charitably interpreted as shrewdness, their pride and ambition as a healthy expression of self-esteem. Merlin, one of the most revered wizards of all time, hails from Slytherin. Although many notorious dark wizards have originated in Slytherin House, it is important to remember that not all Slytherins are dark wizards. Slytherin has produced exceptionally brave and noble wizards. Head of House Severus Snape, who maintained a dangerous deception in order to infiltrate Voldemort's inner circle, ultimately laid down his life for a cause close to his heart, and is just one of many great wizards who have walked in Salazar Slytherin's footsteps. Making Slytherins proud. It would be a mistake to assume that Slytherin is always on the wrong side of wizarding history. In the Battle of Hogwarts, Professor McGonagall challenged Professor Slughorn and Slytherin House to decide where their loyalties lay, and anticipated that they would abandon Hogwarts Castle and save themselves. Having apparently left the school, Slughorn returned, bringing reinforcements in a moment that typifies the shrewdness and cunning of the Slytherin House. And now there were more, even more people storming up the front steps, and Harry saw Charlie Weasley overtaking Horace Slughorn, who was still wearing his emerald pajamas. They seemed to have returned at the head of what looked like the families and friends of every Hogwarts student who had remained to fight, along with the shopkeepers and owners of Hogsmeade. The centaurs, Bane, Roman, and Megorian, burst into the hall with a great clatter of wolves, as behind Harry the door that led to the kitchens was blasted off its hinges. House founder Salazar Slytherin. Salazar Slytherin was a powerful wizard and could speak Parseltongue, the language of snakes, a skill that was passed on to some of his descendants. Slytherin was a notorious champion of pure-blood supremacy and believed that only pure-blood wizards should be allowed to attend Hogwarts. It was this belief that ignited an argument with his great friend and fellow founder Godric Gryffindor, and Salazar Slytherin left the school. A legend circulated that Slytherin had built a hidden chamber at Hogwarts, a chamber that was home to a monster which would rid the school of half-bloods and muggle-borns. A chamber that could only be opened by Salazar Slytherin's true heir. It was in Harry Potter's second year at Hogwarts that this legend was proved to be fact. House relics. Salazar Slytherin's ring is crudely made of gold and set with a heavy black stone. It was passed down through Slytherin's pureblood line to Marvolo Gaunt, who passed it on to his son Morphin Gaunt. Voldemort stole the ring from his uncle Morphin and turned it into one of his Horcruxes. Slytherin's locket is made of heavy gold and emblazoned with a serpentine S. The locket was also passed down through Slytherin's ancestors to the Gaunt family. Merope Gaunt, Lord Voldemort's mother, sold it for 10 galleons to Caractacus Burke, one of the founders of Borgin and Burkes. He in turn sold it to Hepzibah Smith, from whom Lord Voldemort stole it. As with the ring, the locket was used by Voldemort as a Horcrux. House livery. The Slytherin heraldic beast is a mighty silver serpent, sleek and powerful, chosen because of Salazar Slytherin's affinity with the beasts. The house colors are green and silver. The house ghost, the Bloody Baron. His appearance? He has wide staring eyes and a gaunt face. His robes are covered in silver bloodstains, and he wears a clanking chain. His method of death? The Bloody Baron committed suicide. In a fit of rage, he stabbed his lover, then, overcome with remorse, turned the knife on himself. His grievance? The Bloody Baron is filled with guilt and regret for killing his lover. He wears his chains as penance. Did you know he is the only person, dead or alive, who can control Peeves the poltergeist, and his favorite haunt is the astronomy tower. It's actually got a beautiful, first of all I want to show you, if we can. So that is the Bloody Baron, and then we've got, it's actually got a beautiful map of the Hogwarts grounds. It's actually got a beautiful map.